In today's video, we will talk about who does what in the U.S. criminal justice system. There are multiple personnel who work inside the courtroom, elsewhere in the courthouse, and in law enforcement, investigations, corrections, and probation and parole. Also, some members of the public are involved in the criminal justice system. Hello, and welcome to Ask Professor Price. I've been a lawyer for more than 35 years and a full-time professor for more than 10 years. People studying law or criminal justice or working in the legal or law enforcement fields need to know who does what in the U.S. criminal justice system. There are multiple personnel who work inside the courtroom, but there are many people working hard behind the scenes to bring cases to trial, including people who work outside of the courtroom but inside the courthouse, and criminal justice professionals who work in law enforcement, investigations, corrections, and probation and parole. Also, some members of the public are involved in the criminal justice system. Let's jump right in and talk about who does what in the U.S. criminal justice system. Court support staff and corrections officials. By police, we're referring to federal, state, sheriff, local, special districts, and private security. Lawyers include, within criminal justice professionals, prosecutors, public defenders, court-appointed defense lawyers, private defense attorneys, judges, and law clerks. Court support staff include such people as clerks of court, court reporters, pretrial services personnel, bailiffs, court administrators, victim or witness assistance program personnel, and rape crisis center workers. Corrections officials include probation officers, jail employees, prison employees, drug rehabilitation program personnel, and others. Within the courthouse, the court security staff provides security throughout the courthouse. Sheriff's deputies transport prisoners to and from jail. The bailiff maintains order in the courtroom and handles evidence. The judge is the officer who presides in a court of law. A law clerk is often a law school graduate who performs legal research for the judge. The clerk of court of the courthouse is a record keeper who often summons jurors. Judges often have their individual clerks, also called secretaries, who handle the daily work of the judge's office. Court reporters make verbatim transcripts of proceedings. Sometimes cases involve translators who render text between languages. Court administrators supervise and perform administrative tasks for the court, and docket clerks prepare case files, distribute legal documents to attorneys and judges, and maintain records. Courthouse Security addresses targeted acts of violence in courts. They use metal detectors as people enter the building, and they monitor surveillance cameras throughout the building and on the exterior of the building. So they also provide security beyond the footprint of the courthouse. Please hit subscribe and the thumbs up icon if you enjoy this video. Also, please feel free to share this video with people you think could benefit from the information. YouTube uses the number of subscribers, likes, and shares in its algorithm to determine which videos show up in search results. Let's talk about some of the members of the public who, on occasion, get involved in the criminal justice system. The results, the more people I can help. Thank you. Let's talk about some of the members of the public who, on occasion, get involved in the criminal justice system. Bail agents secure pretrial release of defendants for a fee. The defendant pays the bail agent for a bail bond. Media reporters provide media coverage of key events. A defendant is a person who is accused of violating the law. A victim is a person who suffered a loss due to crime. A witness is anyone who testifies in court. An expert witness is a special form of witness who testifies about a specific subject and has specialized credentials or experience that qualify them to be an expert witness. They provide guidance to the court on topics that the typical layperson would not likely understand. Additional members of the public who might get involved in the criminal court system involve jurors who are citizens who decide whether a defendant is guilty or not guilty, rape crisis center representatives who provide counseling and support services for sexual assault victims, child advocates, those are people who speak up for a child's best interests. They need to be pre-qualified for the court. You can't just have anyone walk in off of the street and say they want to speak on behalf of a child in a case. Child advocates are usually part of programs like CASA, C-A-S-A. Court watchers, those are people who just go to court and watch proceedings, trials or hearings, just to see how our system works. Please feel free to post in the comments your questions about criminal law or related topics that you would like to see covered in a future video. I cannot provide legal advice about specific cases or situations, but I can offer general legal information for educational purposes. Law students, paralegal students, criminal justice students, and pre-law students, as well as people working as paralegals or in the criminal justice field, are the main audience for these videos, but everyone is welcome to learn about American law and our legal system. Please remember to subscribe so you can get notifications when I post a new video. Subscribing won't cost you anything, but it can help me reach more people with these educational videos. Thank you. If you liked this video, you might like the next video about the usual steps in a felony prosecution.